Hello everybody, and welcome to my Dagonoth Kings duo or trio guide. And in this guide I'll just be showing you the best methods to duo or trio. And I actually am recording this part after the actual guide how to get there and some of the inventory setups, because I think it went a little bit fast and I really only showed my method, my gear. I didn't really explain any other gear setups, so I'm going to do that in this part. Just a little introductory picture I threw together for the guide, and as you can see there's the three Dagonoth Kings there. Prime, which is the one with the red, Supreme, the one in the center, and Rex, the one to the right hand side with their respected rings, and the Dragon Hatchet, which are the 4 drops that you kind of want to go for. And there's also a Warrior Ring that Rex drops, but it is the cheapest of the 4 rings right now, but actually it is rising. But yeah, as you can see there, you can click there, or click here, in the upper right hand side of the screen, or upper middle part of the screen, for the solo guide, solo tribird guide, or for, and also, I mean, the Rex solo guide. And yeah, so, just a couple things I want to mention before the actual part of the guide, or actual video guide. I do mention this, but I go over pretty briefly. In the guide I use bandos and a bit higher level armor. You can also use like a Jagex Ltd, which is the next best thing there, I'd say, to Tassets, or like Xerok legs or Torag's legs, or anything like that. Also, black DI top or roll DI top, or you can just bring a full bandos switch, like a full orbital switch. I also do that, but I don't do that in the guide because I know most players probably won't be doing that, because this is a this isn't the fastest mine per hour, but it is pretty fun. I'd say it's about 2 mil per hour, 2.5 mil per hour duo with yaks, probably like 2 mil an hour, 1.5, 2 mil an hour without yaks, so it's still really good money. It's pretty fun to go duoing with a friend. It's a pretty low risk of dying as long as you get your prayer switches going. And yeah, it's a pretty low cost boss monster to go to. You don't really need a lot of food, but always just bring a lot just to be safe. I'd suggest just having your super restores in your inventory and having your food in your yak or tortoise. And yeah, use broad bolts for ammo when fighting Supreme, because Dagonoths are Slayer monsters, so they are weak to broad bolts. And yeah, I think that's it. The video guide should cover the rest of it. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was informative, and I hope you guys have some luck at DKs. Hello everybody, and welcome to my DKs guide. This is going to be the duo DKs guide, and if you're looking for a solo DKs guide, make sure to check the description, because I'm making both at the same time. They'll be in separate videos so you can go in depth. Now duo's a little bit easier, so it's going to be a much shorter guide, but this is just basically the average setup you'll want. Just some nice range and melee defense bonuses, and you'll be praying Mage, so you won't need to bring that. Yeah, this is if you have overloads. If you don't have overloads, I wouldn't suggest bringing any pots, because you just want to bring brews, and just have all your super restores in your inventory. You can see I only have 2 brews in my inventory, and you don't need to use flasks. You can obviously just use regular potions. But yeah, so I have 3 overloads. It's about an hour and a half because it's flasked. Melee weapon, which is a CLS. If you do not have a CLS, bring a chaotic rapier. If you don't have that, bring a whip, because it is weak to slash. So a whip would be almost just as good as bringing a chaotic rapier. And yeah, as you can see here, we are running through here now, entering the caves to get there. And you can follow along on screen what to pray, and also put in exactly what you'll need to pray in the description, and probably also in annotations as the video goes along. But yeah, I'll just be getting into more about the guide while we run through the tunnels. This guide we are using pack yaks, but bones are I guess a decent part of the profit, but not a huge part. We got about, I don't know, like 150 kills in about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes, because we didn't stay for the entire trip, because he didn't bring as many overloads as I did, so we left. And you'll see what we end up getting at the end of the video here. But yeah, so I would bring 3 war tortoises if you do not have a pack yak, because War Tortoise is obviously almost just as good as a pack yak, but instead of bringing a healing familiar, you'd want to bring an extra War Tortoise, because then you can just fill up your War Tortoise with bones. They're about 7.5k each, so you could fill it up and make a nice little profit right there. Well, extra profit. And I'd say if you're going for about an hour, you should probably get at least, I'd say probably at least 1 dehatched, most likely 2. That's what I average. And at least 1 ring and probably 2, but we didn't get 2 rings, we only got 1 ring, but luckily we got a Berserker ring, which is the most, Berserker ring, not a wing, which is the most expensive ring at the moment. But we are doing LS because rings are going up at the moment because of the combat beta being released, so I believe they sell for mid, especially the warrior ring does. And yeah, so basically once you get down here, you're gonna want to pray Mage and kill Supreme, which is the ranger, which you use to melee, and then you kill Prime, which is a major, and you keep pray Mage on, and you range. This is just for the beginning. The beginning couple rounds you're gonna be using a lot of brews, but don't worry, it'll calm down. But basically, when you first get in, you should want to kill a Supreme right away because he hits really high, and then you want to kill Prime and then Rex. But after that, you're going to want to get it so you kill Prime, Rex, then Supreme. So you just want to have the greatest spawn time in between Prime and Supreme, and you want to kill Rex. I'll show how you lure Rex later on in the guide. But yeah, sometimes when you're killing Supreme, Prime will already spawn. You just want to make sure you get Pray Mage on because Prime can hit 400s or 500s, and you can get pretty comboed because it's a pretty rapid hit. And yeah, and also do not forget your anti-poisons plus pluses. Do not use super anti-poisons. Anti-poison plus pluses are much better. And do not forget an enhanced Excalibur if you have one. And yeah, but Royal D'hide works great here, and Varric's skirt works great. So there's also alternatives if you don't have Bandos, or if you use Black D'hide and whatnot. Polypore is the best mage weapon to go for, and yeah. You want to use Broad Bolts, as you can see right here. This is the Rex lure. We kind of stand in the northeast corner, and that's kind of how you do it. And there's all the loots from this. So guys, I just want to say thank you for watching my guide. I know it's a little sped up, but I hope you got all the information you needed, and I'll try to throw some stuff in at the end of the video here.